Welcome to Bfam News, where the news has to be told because it cannot speak for itself. I'm your anchorman, DC, proud owner of Bfam 19.6. Please say hello to my team. Next door, political correspondent, Mr. I see what you're doing. How are we doing today?
What up, DC? I'm in my happy place, man. Football is back. You feel me? I am in my happy place, just loving everything
We'll
about
put both
it.
you happy motherfuckers up there.
Football is back, baby. We back. It's our turn. You feel me? I'm so fucking excited. Not long. We our president is responding to every fucking thing, man. I'm at the top. I'm at the end of the rainbow with the pot of gold.
100%. And next to him, our other resident smiling guy, our sports reporter, the sheriff. How's it going today?
Yo, good evening, everybody. It's the sheriff from South Central Indiana. Football is back. It is back. Preseason games or not, football is back. And on that note, DC, we're back. So let's rock the show tonight.
For all of us that don't know, Micah Parsons has just announced he has back tightness. Basically, what that means is his wallet needs to be fuller for him to play. It's not back tightness, it's pocket looseness. If you make the pocket tighter, Mr. Jones, Mr. Parsons will play. If you don't believe me, just go listen to the podcast tonight.
Like the kind of tight
Facts. Hey, football's back, but hey, let's not forget about our kids. ESPN is I don't understand why they give us so much great coverage, but baseball. What up, Hood Deal? Good. The Little League World Series is going on, man. 24 hours a day on ESPN, man. Watch your kids. Support the kids. Cheer for a kid. There's a couple kids in North Carolina, one in Florida, a couple pitchers. Good gracious.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you. The sad part about it was the international teams, when they were beating up on the other international teams, when they got the American teams, dude, we stood proud. We should be very proud of our American players because that Japanese girl that come in there with her 18 strikeouts in 2 games, she got 18 runs in 1 inning, maybe. She got shelled. She was out in the first inning, which I hate seeing kids cry, but, welcome to America.
You don't get no consolation prizes over it.
That's right.
Participation trophies here.
%. Hey, I'm sitting there watching it. I'm with my granddaughter. She's 11. And somebody struck out and started crying. I'm like, is he crying? He's crying. He's not crying, is he? And she goes, Papa, stop that. That's mean. I said, number 1, he can't hear me. And number 2, there's no crying in baseball.
Ain't no motherfuckers crying in football either.
There's no crying in sports, period.
Yeah, it's facts. Let's go to our special report.
Yes, sir.
Well, it has happened again. Remember that one time when that lady got burnt in the coffee line at McDonald's because she wasn't alerted that the coffee was actually hot? And now when you get your coffees at McDonald's, you'll notice that the cups say, caution, coffee may be hot. Well, it's going to happen again, and this time it's going to happen at Golden Corral.
No shit.
DC, Golden Corral is going to have to change their doors? Yes, they are.
I'm here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to leave at some point.
I can't leave. Maybe I paid $30 for this food. I can't leave. I'm going to eat and say all you can eat, and I'm going to be here all day.
But it's a different price for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, ma'am, I don't care. You're going to have to go find security or something to put me out because I'm going to get my money's worth. Then go get security.
Security?
Number 1, okay, and the sheriff heard it. Thank goodness the sheriff heard it. Sheriff, did you know there was security at Golden Corral?
I had no idea there's security. Wow, that's wild.
I'm going to tell you one thing. If there is security at Golden Corral, they need to enforce that rule that if you're under 10, you can't go to the bar and put your fingers in all the goddamn food. Yeah. King, yes, this is my question because I went and I researched. I went down to Golden Corral to do some research. I was right by it today when I was looking, okay? I just wanted to go and look at the menu. It doesn't have times on it. It says there's a breakfast price. It says there's a lunch price, tells you when breakfast ends, has a lunch time, and then it has a dinner time for prices. Dinner starts at 5 p.m., lunch is from X to X, and breakfast ends at this, and there's different prices. What happens if I walk in 10 minutes before breakfast ends and I'm still eating into lunch? Do I have to pay again?
No.
This woman is saying that, hey, there's different prices.
No.
If you're here at breakfast, you pay for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. King.
So, first of all, hats off to the lady because this is genius, bro. You didn't put it's not in the fine print. It's not on the menu nowhere, nothing like that.
Oh, it will be.
And now it will be what I'm talking about. Thanks, lady, for fucking it up for the rest of us. No, hats off to the lady because thinking outside the fucking box, bro. Like all you can eat. She knows she gotta have breakfast. She knows she gotta have lunch. She knows she gotta have dinner. Inflation is up, tariffs are up, and shit like that.
Might as well get a fucking book.
Yeah, she might as well stand that motherfucking man to get all 3 meals for one fucking price, and she don't got to buy no groceries and shit. So I mean, hey.
So I did the math. You can actually do this and get all 3 meals at Golden Corral in a 5-hour time period, which I've eaten with my family for 5 hours before. Think about Thanksgiving. You might not be putting it in for 5 hours, but you eat for 5-hour time. So, Sheriff, if I show up, I found out that the lunch starts there at 11 o'clock and it goes till 3. So if you show up at 10, you can actually stay until 5 or 3:30 and eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Fair or not fair?
I mean, it's fair because there's not a rule that states that you have to leave and come back. Though this lady security though at a Golden Corral, is it Golden Corral in the hood? Is the Golden Corral in the hood? That's what I want to know. I mean, do they have a bouncer at the door?
You're not stealing if you go to Corral. I mean, let's keep it a buck.
No, you're not stealing from Golden Corral.
Like top shelf fucking food. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to make sure you ain't taking none of those damn cookies home.
I mean, that's the honest thing. If you're going to leave Golden Corral, I'll tell you the one thing my mom used to do every time. Them salt and pepper shakers are leaving, and she's leaving with like 3 napkins with like 4 cookies wrapped in them as hard as you can so they can't smell them on the way out. And I'm like, you love your mom. And you're like, Mom, really? She's like, did you see those prices?
She used to do that for Ryan's too.
See, and why do you need to steal the free buns?
Maybe security at Ryan's. But I'm talking about that Golden Corral. Hell no.
Let me ask you a question. So you're going to go fill an application at Ryan's or Golden Corral to be security. What's the job title? What's the responsibilities? Like, what can you possibly be responsible for? Like,
bathroom duty.
You're not getting a gun. You might not even get a flashlight.
Opening the door and make sure ain't nobody passed out in the bathroom. That's it.
And I'll tell you what, man. Some of those bathrooms are disgusting in Golden Corral.
Can you imagine? Oh, what's up, Auntie? Could you imagine you're at Golden Corral, okay, and you are the security there, and one of the waitresses walks up to you and tells you that woman right there needs to be escorted out. And you have to find a politically correct way to tell that woman who says I'm staying at breakfast, lunch, and dinner that she got to go. How do you do that, Sheriff? No, I know how you do it, Ralph.
Okay.
I want to know how the sheriff does it.
So you're gonna walk up to this lady, and I'm like, "Ma'am, we really appreciate your business. We appreciate your patronizing our establishment.
Nice.
But there's a line at the door, and you've been here for 5 hours. It's time to go. We'll give you a coupon on the way out the door."
Oh, that is smart shit. So, Auntie, let me tell you what you missed. This woman sat down at Golden Corral at 11 a.m. for breakfast. No, at 10 a.m. for breakfast. And then they switched to the lunch at 11. Stayed through lunch. And supper started at 4, and she was still there. And she said, "Look, I'm coming here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Technically, it says all I can eat. If you were security there, better yet, you were that woman and you're staying. Would you leave if the sheriff walked up to you and offered you the coupon to come back?"
If I told you to stay, I ain't leaving. But I mean, coupon or not, if I'm there and I say I'm not leaving, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
But
Let's find out. King, how would so now you, the sheriff, had went to this woman, Auntie, and she said, "Look, motherfucker, I'm not leaving." He went over there. He said it so politely, and she politely told him, "I'm not leaving." She didn't say nothing about motherfucker. No, yeah. And the sheriff comes back to you. He's the manager. How do you, as the Golden Corral manager, get this freeloader out of here?
They outside towing your motherfucking car.
I got an Uber pass.
Yeah, I'm saying with Uber, you're not going to win that. With Uber, you're not winning.
They outside towing your car.
Hey, you know what? It was a good try, though. It was a good try. Hey, look, we're towing your car.
I mean, if I'm in the lady's shoes, I really don't care what you tell me either. I mean, I'm not eating all I can eat, and this motherfucker sitting right here. That's the thing. It's for that particular. I'm here. It says all you can eat. I'm not.
What do you think the sign's going to say? What do you think there's going to be a sign? There's no way that this is not going to come down.
Time limit or
like you're going to go up there and it's going to tell you like, "We appreciate you keeping your time here under 2 hours."
Right. It's going to be a limit on the time. It's not.
What do you say?
I mean, personally, we have time limits in Burger King. You can only sit in there for 30 minutes. Yeah, we have signs that are posted that you can only be in there for 30 minutes.
Oh, you try to boost me out after 30 minutes.
what?
It takes me longer than 30 minutes to eat.
When did that start?
If we see somebody that's sitting down there eating and stuff, yes, but it cut down a lot on the loitering and people just sitting up in there. But we actually do have signs posted all over that their time limit is 30 minutes.
Which one is that? Because I'm going in there and order some fries and nibble them bitch like a squirrel. I swear to God, I'm going to be in there for a long time.
That's all right, though. Long as your ass through nibbling before 9 o'clock when my lobby closed, nibble away.
I can stay nibble away.
All right, it's political time. You know, it's about to get raw because she just warmed him up.
Shit. Well, my first story is such a tragic thing to me. I mean, like, because I grew up on PBS, right? Public Broadcasting System. This is where you get Mr. Rogers. Well, actually, fuck Mr. Rogers, but you get Sesame Street and Big Bird and Grover and the Cookie Monster and Big Bird and all the lovely characters, alongside some political stuff and a couple of other shows that they showing. I think Captain Kangaroo may have came on PBS, but Donald Trump has cut funding to PBS, and now the shit is getting real personal. You to start attacking puppets. You to start attacking the lovable characters at Sesame Street. Now you out of fucking pocket. We're going to go to the video and then go to the panel.
For public broadcasting is shutting down weeks after Congress canceled previously approved funding. The corporation has been in service for some 60 years with the support of the federal government. The majority of its staff positions will end with the close of the fiscal year. That happens in September. A small team remains on staff through January of 2026. Now, the CEO of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting said, despite the extraordinary efforts of millions of Americans who called, wrote, and petitioned Congress to preserve federal funding, we now face three.
All right, our video got tainted today. Appreciate Zobo69 for talking through that video transfer there. Love you, Zo. Yeah, public broadcasting has been cut funding. And he's right. Yeah, Mr. Rogers, Captain Kangaroo, a whole bunch of those educational shows. Remember Zoom? Remember Zoom back in those
Oh,
days?
the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, Magic School Bus. I mean, all those little educational shows, he's cut those funding, and you know what that means. He's starting to delete that education in the younger years. It's all a pattern. So let's let Auntie chime in.
Okay, so I might get bashed for this a little bit, but no, it's not. It ain't that, but it is that. Personally, and I've always said it. If we educate our children within the home, there's nothing that anybody out in public can erase from them. So at this point, I really feel as if like a lot of the stuff. I mean, true enough, don't get me wrong, because my granddaughter love all of PBS, and and it's bad that he's doing that because a lot of people rely upon that. However, I think that a lot of the stuff that he's doing, although he is doing it for his own personal gain, a lot of it, if we sit back and look at it, he pushing us to like run our own businesses, do our own thing. I mean, if you actually pay attention to what he's doing from my point of view, if you just keep letting him do it, we're gonna have another Black Wall Street. We're gonna have all of that because if he continues to cut funding and cut all this stuff, we ain't gonna have no choice but to go and build our own. Because it's
what you think, Sheriff? Put those two ideas together.
As we're sitting here talking about it, I'm flipping the channel. PBS. You grew up watching, Mr. Rogers. You grew up watching that damn bird and the Cookie Monster and the Grouch. And you grew up watching the Magic School Bus. All those cool shows, and they were educational. But Auntie's right. They are forcing, as parents, to do your job as a parent, not let the TV do the job. Now, my children didn't watch PBS because there's so many different networks now. It's a different age than when we grew up in. I kind of got mixed feelings about it. I mean, because honestly, who watches PBS? Who watches public broadcasting?
I'll just say you don't know, and I don't.
I watch it, but does the majority of America watch it? That's the thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I get it. I think the thing that we really don't like, as far as I'm concerned, is the word public. How's he canceling something that's public, man?
Right.
Get you a little nervous, man. Let's go to political story number 2, Ralph.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Okay, so man, in his effort to be the greatest president on the planet, and I agree with this one just a little bit. So I ain't gonna middle finger none of that shit right there, but I'm just gonna say, women's sports are for women, and men's sports are for men. And if you decide, and if you were born a man and decide to portray yourself as a woman or whatever the fuck it may be, you still need to go play Neanderthal football with the guys and leave them girls alone. Because how dare you jump in the ring and be a boxer or MMA fighter or a basketball player or some shit like that, knowing that, and I'm not saying women are weak, but knowing that testosterone makes a man a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more athletically inclined. In most cases, not all. But make a long story short, Donald Trump has signed a executive order that prevents men from participating in women's sports based on the man's identity. So let's check the video out and see.
Sign a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports. It's about time. In Los Angeles in 2028, my administration will not stand by and watch men beat and batter female athletes, and we're just not going to let it happen. I'm also directing our Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, who's also she's out there with you, Greg, a fantastic job.
Great job.
She's unbelievable. I was watching her riding yesterday on a horse. She was as good as anybody. She's very good. to deny any and all visa applications made by men attempting to fraudulently enter the United States while identifying themselves as women athletes, try and get into the games maybe where they are unable to get into the games.
I'm going to tell you what, this man has learned the power of the visa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that visa, you want to travel right now, you better pay attention to what's going on in that country. If there are terrorists coming out of that country, I highly advise you not to go. You might not be able to come back because, I mean, when you go, it's not when you go, it's when you're coming back. Because when you go, he's signing shit every day. And the countries around here have said, if he revokes the visas to my country, we revoke your visa to get back. And you're going to be stuck there. And I actually think that he's like, just watch. You're going to see all these free trips coming out to crazy fucking places. And, you know, yeah, you laugh
one-way
like
trip.
that. Yeah, and you laugh at that. You're like, you know that Bobby Joe's coming home. I'm going to go ahead and talk to my people. You know, Bobby Joe's coming home to Silly Sally. And he's like, baby, you ain't going to believe this shit. We going to Beirut. I don't fucking know. Just somewhere that's fucked up. We're going to Israel. We're going to go and see the people. We're going to see the Lord. It's free. It's all free. It's all paid for. All we got to do is get to this port. And guess what? That's it. You go. You go. Sheriff, how do you feel about this this transgender new executive order where men cannot come here, men that are here cannot participate in women's sports, and men that want to come over here identifying as a female athlete, well, they can't come either.
You know, this is probably one of the more positive things he's done. Because this past Olympics was, I think this is what started all of this. Mm-hmm. And it's not fair. It's not about a man being better than a woman, but it's about embarrassing your gender. I mean, men have no business boxing. A man that turns himself into a woman has no business boxing another female. It's not right. With hormones and genes and everything else, that's like David versus Goliath all over again. That's like putting me in the boxing ring with Muhammad Ali. It's not right. I'm gonna get my ass killed.
But I'll go if I get paid. Don't say you wouldn't. Don't say you wouldn't. Don't say you wouldn't. There's a lot. You'd go for good pay. So, Auntie, my question to add to this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me how you're feeling first.
Oh, I absolutely 100% agree with him on this. I agree. I don't feel that a woman should be going up against a man in his sport, even if they're, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what it is, because at the end of the day, we both respond differently. We got different things going on. What happens if you get the angry football player that want to hit the woman that's on the field like he hit the man that's on the field when he be mad? Or what happens to the woman that decides she gonna have a rage and right now her hormones is raging, so now she want to cut up everything in the locker room? Absolutely not. No.
I just think it's not even. We got to go into like the body. Okay, estrogen is strong.
No.
I don't think estrogen is made for sports.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Estrogen has a lot to do with controlling female emotions, which are way more than we have, and making babies, which we can't do that either. Testosterone is different when it comes to strength, and that doesn't mean that I don't say you're strong because you have estrogen. It's just different when it pertains to sports.
No.
And the other question I got is, some of them, like in the 80s, remember when Russia used to send them women over here for women's sports?
Them was not women, and we're not gonna pretend like they were.
Yeah,
so let's just know that this transgender thing's been going on since the 80s. It's just out now. It's just out.
It was before that, and the thing that you get to find out that is before that is these lists right here expose a whole lot of shit that we didn't have a chance to run into because
game changer.
100%. Great stories in politics. Let's get up. It's beeping. My boy, Shaquille O'Neal, has gone and done fucked up. Lost his fucking mind. He went on a podcast with this one guy he bets with all the time, who is an Eagles fan. And he has publicly made a bet to wear the Charles Barkley dress in Las Vegas at his restaurant in the Paris Hotel if the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, me saying it, hey, that might be fake. Let's go ahead and hear it from the mouth of the beast.
To make a bet with you.
Let's do it. If the Cowboys don't win this year, I'll wear that Charles Barkley dress on the strip of Las Vegas.
If the Cowboys lose to the Eagles in week 1,
I will wear that dress like that in front of my restaurant at the Paris Hotel in Vegas.
This is something that we can hold you to?
Yes.
Are you out of your mind?
No. I'm a man of my word. If we lose to the Eagles, I will wear this dress in front of my restaurant at the Paris Hotel.
This is incredible.
Hold on. With no underwear on.
All right, so let's just go to Auntie. Auntie, Charles Barkley's dress, Shaq, no underwear. What you
tell me you want to go ahead and come on out the closet without telling me you want to come out the closet. Why are you so excited about this dress? Why are you so excited and let everybody know that you don't have any panties on? I'm not understanding why that was necessary. But nope. It's too much. It's too much going on. Too much. That's too much. Why?
Sheriff, I was all the way in until the underwear part.
Like, what the hell?
I agree. And I think Shaq just got himself off the inside the NBA for that comp.
Nah, they expect that from him. I totally would expect him to say something like that to share your thoughts of him. You know, this 7'4" guy in a dress. Barkley was bad enough. King,
I almost wanted to say that they had got to him, but they had already got to him. But as a business move, this is good for business. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
You gotta remember what he said, because he just opened up a Shaq's Big Chicken. Now I don't know what the fuck that's about, and I have not made it way over there to even see what that's about. And I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. But you know how many motherfuckers will catch a plane and book a hotel room when the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Eagles day one to see if Shaq really gonna be out in front of that fucking restaurant with that dress?
Tourism.
There's gonna be news reporters. Hey, don't you have a media jacket?
Yes, sir.
Get your ass down there.
On top of that shit, when he outside the restaurant, if you stop in front of his restaurant and he really wearing that fucking dress, guess what you're doing next? You're going inside so you can stay there and wait till he come inside that fucking restaurant with that dress on.
And don't forget the restaurant's inside the hotel. So,
yes, so
Paris Hotel. Don't think the Paris Hotel's not marketing this already.
And that's a nice ass hotel too.
It sure is.
He got was long in the motherfucker, bro.
All right, so let's just think about this. In the NFL, we already know the NFL's rigged. So does the NFL want to see this? Is this good for the NFL? For Shaq to be outside his restaurant in Vegas? Because I've already started this conspiracy theory. When Brady went to Tampa Bay with no control,
right?
He had no money. He had no say who went there. He told him to get some people, and they brought him there, and he won a Super Bowl.
Right.
Now Brady is in Vegas, and I already know my Raiders are not a good team. We haven't been a good team for a long time. If Brady comes there with the NFL, and he's in charge of drafting and money, and now all of a sudden Shaq's saying week 1, if the Eagles beat the Cowboys in Vegas, look at all this attention that's going to Vegas. Don't be surprised when the Raiders are in the Super Bowl. It's set up. It's set up. Yeah, it's being set up by all these little marketing things, and this is marketing number 1. Sheriff, can you buy it?
You know, can I buy it? You know, it makes sense. You know, all the points you made about like Brady going to the Bucks, COVID, you know, no practice, no training camp. I mean, that shit wasn't unreal, first of all. And then first time ever a host city has the team in the Super Bowl, which that had never happened before.
Well, we know why it did.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys see? Let me get one more question. Can you guys see Brady at some point being Roger Goodell? Do you not see like the path of this? How they're making this all about Brady going to the top, and eventually Tom Brady will be the commissioner of the NFL, and then the NFL will be great forever.
I believe so.
People will hate him even more.
Doesn't matter. But would you hate Brady more than Goodell?
Yeah, sure.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Brady's for the players, though.
I don't like Brady right now because I'm talking about most people have a debate talking about Brady's the greatest of all time. When? Who the fuck? When the fuck is Brady? When is he the greatest of all time?
7 times.
Like, I mean, shit. If you go numbers and shit like that, maybe. But I'm talking about shit. It's some ironclad fucking quarterbacks.
He has no ethics.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
When I say that,
I still make it great.
I debate him on this premise right here. Who the fuck did he watch to learn his skill set? Because that's how you do that.
That's facts.
That's how you get that. You didn't get here because you just had an amazing skill set. You watch somebody else and you fashion your shit after them. You feel me?
He wasn't even that good at Michigan. Wasn't he Michigan?
No.
He wasn't even that good at Michigan. I remember he was drafted low. All right, we're going to go to our commercial here. Come back with E-News. Y'all get comfortable. We all love this music.
Living with chronic neck, back, or shoulder pain? Do tension, headaches, and stress follow you everywhere? At Wildby Wellness, we specialize in results-driven massage therapy that's more than just relaxation. It's real relief. With certified neuromuscular therapy, we target the root of your pain. Most clients see up to 90% improvement within 3 to 5 sessions. Because massage isn't just a luxury, it's self-care and healthcare. Whether you're an athlete, a busy professional, or simply tired of managing your pain on your own, it's time to take your wellness seriously. Book your first session today and receive 10% off as a new client using code BFAM10. Visit www.wellbewellness.com or call us at 678-517-7178. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Wildby Wellness. Wildby Wellness, located near downtown Smyrna. Be not free. Find relief. Feel renewed.
Hello, good evening. It is Auntie with the E-News, and tonight's story, baby, listen. I have a story for you. This lady here, we're going to go back to, I think it was maybe 2018. She made a trip back to the news. And I know that my parents gave birth to some beautiful, beautiful children. But we're going to go and see what I'm talking about in just a second. But this woman loved her children so much. She decided to do something that, I mean, to me, is unthinkable. Maybe it's something that, nobody I know would do this. Let's watch the video and see what she decided to do.
Oklahoma, who was sentenced to 2 years in prison after she got married to her own daughter. Patricia Ann Spann lost custody of both her children when they were very young, and they were adopted by their father's family, so she didn't have any contact with them as they were growing up. In 2014, she reunited with her daughter Misty, and she says the two just hit it off. Since same-sex marriage had just become legal in Oklahoma, the two decided that they were going to apply for a marriage license, and they were granted one. After being legally wed, the two lived together as a couple until the Department of Children and Family would call for a welfare check to check up on some kids in the household. The couple were found to be a part of an incestuous relationship, and both of them were arrested. Patricia claimed she thought the marriage was valid because she wasn't listed as Misty's mother on her birth certificate. But that didn't stop their relationship from being a crime. It wasn't the first time that Patricia was found guilty of committing incest. Before she married her daughter, she had also married her son. Their marriage was annulled after her son realized that their relationship was wrong. After her first marriage to her son was annulled, she was told to stay away from her children for a period of 2 years. But once those 2 years were up, she went to find her daughter Misty, and they began a relationship that landed them both in jail. After being convicted of incest, Patricia was sentenced to 2 years in prison, 8 years of probation, and she had to register for the sex offender registry. And
Oh my God!
At what point?
What
All
fucking?
right, Sheriff, go ahead. Go first. Yeah, go ahead.
What in Kentucky darnations did I just listen to? Holy shit! You're right, Auntie. I know no one, zero, that are going to go after intimate sexual relationships with their children. This girl she don't need to go to prison. She doesn't need 8 years of probation. She needs to go get some psychological help, and that's where she needs to stay.
I think I know. I think I know what her pickup line was. I'm your motherfucker. What the hell's going on? You know, the only thing that I wonder here, when her son and her went in to get a marriage license, don't they check DNA, or do they do any kind of family tree shit?
I don't think so.
So basically, I could just walk down there and say, "I'm married this motherfucker right here." What do you? Go ahead, Sheriff. You know some things.
Yes. So when I went and applied for my marriage license with Chrissy, there are a couple questions that ask about how you're related to her, if there's any relation.
So you just fucking lie.
Yeah.
So how come she wasn't? Like I'm on this 2-year thing. I don't know what the punishment is for fucking your kids and getting caught and marrying them twice, but I don't think 2 years in prison and 8 years probation and registered as a sex offender is enough. Couldn't you get it for perjury or falsifying government documents? King, elaborate.
Don't you? Mental health, and I mean shit. Mental health, bro. It sounds like some hillbilly mountain shit. How do you have a baby and then think that one day I'm gonna marry I'm gonna fuck one day? You feel me like that? Oh fuck! Like you got a problem in your head that said that my son looks so sexy as a baby. I can't wait till he grow up. I'm gonna marry my son.
I am throwing up in my mouth.
That's what that is like.
Right.
And on top of that, she kind of went, I wonder how my daughter pussy tastes. That's why.
Okay. Next E-News story. Let's go, girl. We knew King was going to make it happen. What's happening, Anthony? Tell me something else.
Yeah. Since we're speaking on eating, next year some people may be a little bit upset. Of course, we know our good friend Agent Orange has been making some decisions. Well, I have a video that probably is going to piss a lot of people off if you're receiving the EBT SNAP benefits. So we're going to go ahead and watch this video for some more changes that have taken place with Agent Orange.
Residents who use food stamps will not be able to use them to buy junk foods or sodas. News Channel 8's Marilyn Parker is live for us in Tampa tonight. Maryland state officials say this is a movement to promote healthier options, right?
Yes, the U.S. Department of Agriculture says that they are committed to helping families who fall on hard times. I spoke with a few people who say they feel like their right to choose is being taken away and that they're putting more limits on those who are already vulnerable.
There isn't a limit to what you can take from this Riverview food pantry.
That variety, what does that do for people?
When you're able to choose things off the shelf and you're able to pick things for your family, it feels like shopping. And
Simeon Baxter is the manager of the Echo Riverview Resource Center. He says the pantry is free, but they do service people who are on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. Their benefits will change come January, as the state will restrict the purchase of soda, energy drinks, candy, and prepared desserts.
what about if I wanted to get a birthday cake for my child over the weekend? Or what if I wanted to reward my child with cookies for a job well done at school?
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says of the $405 million a day we spend on SNAP, 13 to 17% goes to candy and soda.
He also says he believes in free choice.
The U.S. taxpayer should not be paying to feed kids foods, the poorest kids in our country,
smoke much
with foods that are going to give them diabetes. And then my agency ends up through Medicaid and Medicare paying for those injuries.
I think that is just a superfluous argument that people use not to be able to help their fellow man.
Some shoppers disagree with this decision.
It's about living, you shouldn't tell them they can't have this to eat or this to drink.
When you're hungry, you don't buy all those things, and if you do, it's because you can't afford anything else that's healthy.
All right. Well, I had two comments. To the store manager that said, well, what do you do if you want to buy a birthday cake for your son for his birthday? Motherfucker, you bake a cake. A cake box is 89 cents. Eggs are a little expensive. You can substitute some shit. You bake a fucking cake. And then the other thing.
With the money that they're giving you.
Yeah, the governor that is on the microphone, don't you have a spokesperson? Like, when I decided to go into radio, I listened to my voice and said to myself, would that sound good on the radio? And I decided that I should be behind a microphone. And a lot of people agree with me. That guy needs a spokesperson. You can't drink soda anymore, but you can smoke cigarettes. Come on down to my house. That's all I got. That guy was terrible. As far as like what they're taking away, I hate to say this, but if you guys are watching earlier in the week, it was on You Guys Are the Worst. When Triple H from WrestleMania was with Trump, and he said, we're going to make America thin again. This is part of that program. Florida's getting on board with anything Trump says. We going first. Let's go. We'll be your pilot. So he took away all the sugar shit. He's trying to make us not fat.
I doubt that.
We got you. We could let you wrap up. Go ahead, King.
I doubt that. This man, after you done poison people enough and shit like that, you feel me? You got to have a conscience somewhere. You feel me? I mean, honestly, they had a problem with Little Debbie. They had a problem with Little Debbie cakes. They had a problem with motherfucking Twinkies. They got Yellow 5 and motherfucking sodas.
Better leave my Twinkies.
They knew all that shit from the beginning. You feel me? I mean, like, and you can't say these motherfuckers that's in here now didn't know this shit then. Like, you think Kennedy didn't know that shit was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about motherfuckers who was okay with a motherfucking vaccine for coronavirus coming out 6 months after they said it was going to be 10 years before they came up with one.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like DC said, shit. There are natural ways for you to get sugar without having to run up in the fucking store. You think? But yet and still, they gonna steal that money that you done had in the bank. And your kids gonna cry for no fucking snacks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say you couldn't buy them. They just said that you couldn't buy them with food stamps and shit. But remember, Bill owned all the farms and shit that got all the cows and shit on it. And remember, they wanted to make synthetic chicken and shit in California. You can still buy that bullshit with it.
That's all facts. All facts. Sheriff, rap.
I don't know what it's like to have food stamps or SNAP, but I remember back in the day when food stamps were like little vouchers,
Paper, baby, dollar.
It was paper. Yep.
That brown dollar, baby, had power.
And you had to go to the food stamp office. Times were different back then. If you want a cake, like DC said, go get you an 89-cent box of yellow cake or white cake, or if you want chocolate cake, get you some whipped cream or whipped topping, and pay $5 for some eggs and whip it up. I agree. I agree with it.
Wrap it up, Auntie.
Okay, so with this decision, I don't feel as if they should absolutely cut it completely off. However, I do feel that they should allocate the funds to certain things, because I know that I have received EBT before, SNAP, and I would know that if me and my child was out and about, I might not have had the funds to feed her, and I might not have wanted to buy her snacks. I might have wanted to be able to get her something that was hot for her to eat. I just feel like maybe they should be able to spend just a certain amount on that amount of food, not just taking it away from them, because that's almost saying, well, if you ain't got no money, you can't have no snack.
Mhm. I mean, it's all about presentation, and that's the whole food stamp thing. I wasn't on food stamps either, but I was a bad kid. I used to take shit out of mailboxes. I don't know what the statute of limitation is, but good luck. You could always tell when the food stamp envelope came. That bitch was fucking fat. And I'll just keep it real, man. I'm not going to say I haven't taken a food stamp bundle out of a mailbox or two before in my life.
Right.
DC, you took the food out of a kid's mouth. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that. It's all right.
Hungry.
Fuck them kids. All right. Play a special report. It says right there on my thing. I got to play a special report. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. I am so excited. If you are a watermelon farmer, wild hogs and animals are a constant issue in your crops and fields, helping you, they eat your shit up. There's finally something good about these drones that I physically, I support this 100%. Let's watch this. Farmers got smart, finally. So I did a little more research. Basically, farmers already have video cameras on their farms, and it's basically just like a trail cam for hunters. When there's motion, the camera goes off and alerts you back at your house. If you're watching on your computer or your screen or something, you can see what's there. Now they have drones that pick up the signal of the move, pick up a bag, pick up the pigs, bring them to you because, pigs taste good. Yes, and now you're double dipping. You got beef and melons. Sheriff, tell me. This is some cool shit, right?
Man, this is awesome. But how heavy duty is that drone to do that? That's badass.
You can pick up 3 pigs.
No, it's badass. That's what it is. I mean, this is next level genius. That's all I gotta say.
Auntie,
I'm with him. That's some genius stuff, but it's amazing how they got drones for farming with all the stuff going on in all these farms. But that's another story. But yeah, that's awesome. I love them.
What you think?
If the drones picking them up, pigs, who next?
It's cool, but I'm talking about that same motherfucking drone that's gonna use that same net to pick your ass up.
I mean, I thought about the same thing. You get bigger wings, bigger blades. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, you're hiding out. Oh man, if child support gets hold of people picking up drones, now you motherfuckers in trouble. You remember how they said like they can't go over state lines?
Yeah.
Something like it's called. Oh man, what's it called? Like if you got child support in another state, they won't take you over state line.
Right.
It's called I forget what it's called when you got to put it over there.
Oh, extradition.
Extradition. You can't be extradited for child support because child support doesn't want to pay for that anymore, according to the rules and everything with Obama. No more child support or extraditions. Imagine if you had a drone, though. I'm thinking about this. If I could find a drone. Yeah, if I could design a drone that could pick up a human being and get with child support, bro.
You ain't got to do nothing but transport it back across state.
That's it. Because drones can do whatever they want, man. Yeah, I got to think about this.
Imagine walking.
It's time for sports. It's time for sports. You got to get me stopped to talk about.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's the sheriff from South Central Indiana, and we got a couple sports stories for you tonight. All right, guys. First things first, the NFL is back. And do we have a story for you? This year's biggest draft prospect, Shedeur Sanders, fell all the way down to the 5th round this year during the draft. But yet he's being the 4th-string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and he is starting preseason game number 1. What are your thoughts on Shedeur Sanders, and will he be a Cleveland Brown by the time the 53-man roster is set here in a few weeks?
We're gonna let Auntie go first.
Okay, so I can say something about this one because with the promotions and the advertising that his dad had been doing, I knew that was not too far fetched because this man was him and his brother were literally at the restaurants down the street from my job and working in the drive-throughs the other day. Like they're literally the way he got them out of, so I already knew it had to be something because it's too much publicity, like it's too much stuff going on with them. So yes, I knew he was gonna be starting.
King.
I mean, one or two things can happen, right? You can get him hurt. That's one thing that could definitely happen. And the other thing is this, right? It's good for business. You feel me? Because if you put him out front and you get a great reaction from the fans, you got two of the other quarterbacks that's hurt right now, nursing a hamstring injury, one of them, and the other one. So you don't have no fucking choice, basically. What you gonna put Flacco out there? Because I'm telling you, put Flacco out there and he get fucking hurt. Then Shador is gonna be the fucking starter on your team. You know what I'm saying? And this is it's like karma coming back to bite you in the ass, right? Because the ones that you said was gonna be ahead of this dude is literally behind this dude right now. And I mean, shit, we won't be religious, but I'm talking about mysterious ways, baby. You know what I'm talking about? We get to see what the young man gonna do after everybody held him down and shit, and said that he's not gonna be on the team. You have to put your trust in this man. And I hope he throw 1,000 yards preseason and all that shit right there. Before the season started, I hope he throw 1,000 fucking yards in preseason.
Yeah. We will see Mr. Shador in week 1. But if he's smart, that'll be the last time he plays in that orange uniform. What he needs to do is go out there week 1 and fucking ball.
Yeah.
And this is why. You were drafted way lower than you were. And there's going to be a quarterback that gets hurt this year. It's not going to be on your team. What you need to do is show all these other teams out there, the other 31 teams that are not Cleveland Browns, that you can be a starter. Because the Cleveland Browns don't believe in you. They are 100% week 1 starting Joe Flacco.
Right.
Don't get that fucked up.
Right.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to rebound some of that money. The reason why they picked you was to sell you. Let's just keep it real. They're really high on Mr. Pickett and Mr. Flacco.
Flacco.
Yeah. And then another guy's, Mr. Watson too.
And that Gabriel or something.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel he's a baller too. But Shador, you got picked late, and it is what it is. You need to go out there and sell yourself on week 1, and then just sit the bench, man. You're a QB4. Even with those injuries, they have not raised you to QB3. You're still QB4 on the roster list with 2 guys above you injured. What is that telling you? Sheriff, let's do one. Oh, go ahead.
There's no way that he's going to be a Cleveland Brown. There's no way that they're carrying 4 quarterbacks on their team.
It's first quarterback down. If nobody gets hurt, no starters get hurt, which is pretty rare. But if no starters get hurt, he'll remain a Brown the whole time. The plan is to sell him to the first desperate team because you got to get money for him.
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Anybody that gets hurt. And if he goes to if Jacksonville winds up getting hurt, Will Levis or wherever they got starting right now, that'd be great to see him reunited with Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. All right, Sheriff, what do we got going on this second one?
All right. So sticking with the NFL, we are going to talk about a man who has decided to play around the world, Teddy Bridgewater. He is back in the NFC South. This is now his 3rd NFL team in the South. Is Teddy going to help Baker Mayfield and the Bucs reach the playoffs this year? 8 teams. The only team he hasn't played for in the South now is the Falcons. He's played with the Saints, he's played with the Panthers, and now he's with the Bucs. What are your thoughts?
We'll let King go last because he's a Bucs fan kind of there. What you got to say about that, Auntie? Teddy Bridgewater going to help the Bucs do something?
Okay, so I know I was just reading a story about him. Apparently he making too much noise already because they've already suspended him because they said he was giving, he was helping some people. So apparently, I don't know how that's gonna work out with him. I really don't, because it's like they already starting in on him, and the games ain't even started yet. And of course, I am a Bucks fan.
Well, I mean, Teddy's never been anything but a backup quarterback. I don't think. I mean, I hope Baker keeps balling. That's all I'm going to say. How about you, King? Do you want to wrap this up right there and give your opinion about Baker?
Yes, sir.
I mean, Teddy. Sorry.
Well, first of all, I think it lights a fire up on the Baker.
Really?
Yeah, man. Because trash can put no pressure on Baker. When you walk around and you're $100 million man instead of you calculate like that, we know that dude got a tendency. Teddy Bridgewater got a tendency to come in and make some magic happen at some fucking point.
He'll take your job.
When you got competition, it make everybody in your team much better. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. We know that if Baker could go down and trash got to come in, the Bucks gonna look like a fucking high school football team. That's just how the fuck that works. Now, when you say getting in trouble, bro, nobody want to see you be great, right? And that time, like he had a heart for high school kids in Miami, the way he helped the kids because they was living in rough fucking neighborhoods. What's wrong with the football coach taking the kids home and helping them and shit like that? There, you feel me? That's what you do in little league football.
But
how those kids home and shit. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you got a track record behind it. But I'm talking about at the end of the day, bro, if you're gonna be a humanitarian and do something and do some amazing shit like that, bro, I got your back, dog. You feel me? I'm a coach fan, but I'm talking about anybody who is out here trying to make a difference in a positive manner. I'm gonna ride with you.
100%. What do you think, Sheriff? The final word on that: Teddy Bridgewater helps Baker or does not help Baker?
I honestly think it'll help Baker, because he's not a trash quarterback.
No, Baker's a baller.
He'll come in and he will, help improve it more than anything. And I think that the Bucks will make the playoffs this year. As a wild card.
Well, wait. Because I got the Falcons paid to win the South this year.
I have the Falcons winning the South as well.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the old days, this one would have got kicked off. Would have got kicked off for this video for 100%.
Let's do it, though.
I mean, they could try. It's always fun to make sure my shit still works. You are a Florida State Trooper.
Yes, sir.
And you see a red Ferrari fly by at 92 and a 55. When you pull over the vehicle, you realize that it is Flagler County Commissioner Joe Mullins. That's right. I said Flagler County Commissioner Joe Mullins. And he has already received a warning for speeding numerous times. After you tell him you're going to give him a citation, well, let's just see what happens when Mr. Mullins and his little red Ferrari talk to the state trooper.
Well, Fox 35 was waiting for a response from Flagler County Commission Chairman Joe Mullins. This morning, a trooper stopped him on I-95 for speeding and a red Ferrari. Take a look at what happened next.
So 92 miles an hour is 22 over the speed limit, okay? Normally I give warnings, I give breaks, but it looks like you've been written a warning already, so I do issue the citation. With that being said, it's going to be payable within 30 days.
Well, this happened back in June. As the trooper explains the citation, Mullins cuts him off to say he knows how the process works.
I'm sorry? I run the county, so I know how to. You run the county? Yeah, I'm the chairman of the county.
Well, the trooper continued to explain the citation, saying he didn't want any miscommunication. Mullins then takes off, and as you see, he kind of sped off there when he left, right? And so we asked the commissioner for an explanation of what he meant by his statement. We have not yet received a reply. We'll stay on top of this one.
Yeah, we will keep you.
All right. Go ahead, King.
Okay. First of all, nobody's above fucking law. That's one thing.
Not even my red Ferrari?
Well, no. I mean, shit. You the fucking commissioner. I mean, that don't give you the right to break a law. I mean, shit. If they catch you taking kickbacks from making shoddy ass deals and shit, you going to jail. I know I'm the commissioner. I run the fucking county. That don't motherfucking eliminate you from getting this fucking citation, though, baby. And we gonna need that paid within 30 fucking days. You dig what I'm talking about? But here's the thing with that, though, right? He not gonna pay the fucking citation because he
gonna market paid.
No, he gonna call the judge or some shit that they gonna erase
work a deal.
Or he gonna call now to the troopers chief in Flagler County and make up some fucking crazy story. And the trooper gonna get popped on the hand for not respecting the fact that it's the county commissioner. But again, by the time Ron DeSantis hit his shit, he probably gonna suspend the commissioner. You feel me? Because he the only person that can suspend him. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. But he's been warned before. He's on DeSantis' side.
That's why. Listen, but he don't give two fucks about that, because if you tell me once, the second time you tell me, you're supposed to get I'm supposed to give you a citation,
right?
And then you speed off after that and totally disrespect me.
So let me ask you, Sheriff, you're the trooper there, and he speeds off. Are you getting back in your car to go give him a ticket for reckless driving?
I'm not only am I giving him a ticket, I'm taking his ass to jail and I'm impounding that fucking Ferrari.
I'm with you. And that would be the best thing here. Like, you disrespected me with my badge on. I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to turn my lights on, because if you watch the video, there was 2 cars that had to go into the fast lane, let him in. I'm going to go arrest him and impound the car for reckless driving. 100%.
Doing a lot of shit that you're not supposed to be doing, Mr. Commissioner.
If you know the process, he said, I know the process. Well, here's the process.
You get to go, baby.
100%. Hey, catch us next week at 11 o'clock every Thursday. Bfam News out.